Hey there, how are you doing today? Welcome to Review Sesh. If you've been here before, I really do appreciate you coming back to visit me. And if you haven't been here before, give me just one moment. Let me tell you a little bit about who I am and what I do. So my name's Mike, and what I do is I review federally legal hemp products and devices. So it doesn't really matter whether it's a consumable product of any kind or whether it's a functional device of any type. We're going to be looking at all of that stuff here on this channel. I really do hope you enjoy the content that I'm making for you. So guys, as you know, I really love my flower reviews. I love getting really great microscope shots for you guys, and today is no different. We're looking at another fantastic strain. I'm really excited to look at this one. Should be really interesting. Real quick though, before we get into it, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to send it back to the previous me, and he's going to go ahead and reiterate a little bit to you guys about what it is that we're doing here on this channel, and he might even be able to explain a little bit about what THCA is, if there are any of you who are still unsure or unfamiliar with the term. And then after that, we're going to be hopping into this review. Alright, as you guys know, I review federally legal hemp products and devices on this channel. And some of these products have THCA in the name. And THCA is one of those things that has an awful lot of people confused right now. So if you're one of those people that's confused, give me just one moment. Let me explain a little bit. I might be able to educate you a little bit about what THCA actually is. And THCA stands for tetrahydrocannabinolic acid. And it's the naturally occurring compound found on all hemp plants everywhere. Basically, it's the precursor to what we know now as Delta 9, THC. All right. So in and of itself, though, guys, THCA is not psychoactive. You're not going to go out and eat a piece of a hemp plant and get any elevated effects. It does not work like that. It first has to undergo a process called decarboxylation. And decarboxylation may sound like a fancy chemistry word, and it's because it is, but it's very simple in principle. And it simply means application of heat. So it doesn't really matter whether it's environmental heat, just the heat of the sun, it's a hot day outside, or, we're applying some artificial heat with some flame or with an electronic heat source like I like to use. We are decarboxylating that THCA molecule, and it's dropping that A right off the end of that molecule chain, and it's leaving you with good old-fashioned THC. So, guys, I want to be very clear on this. For all intents and purposes, the THC that everybody that you've ever spoken to or has ever spoken about before this, before 2018, they have been referring to THCA, the naturally occurring compound found on the plant. All right? Very clear about that. It is basically the same thing everybody's always spoken about. But the great thing is, since 2018 in the Federal Farm Bill, we can get all these things to our doors. We don't have to go out and, deal with strange people at odd times of night, potentially go out and, waste our time at the least and risk our safety at the worst. Now we just get it mailed to us, and when you get your packages in the mail, you're going to be getting something like this. This is a notice to law enforcement and the Postal Service, and it just dictates what is in the package, and it does list the applicable sections of the 2018 Farm Bill that the things in the package are covered under. Very important to hold on to these guys. You don't want to get rid of these right now. They pack flat. Just hold on to them. There's no reason to throw these out at this moment. For the foreseeable future, hold on to these and hold on to any COAs or certificates of analysis that you may have with your products. All right? All right, guys. Now that we're done with that, what we're going to be looking at today is a strain that I'm really interested in. I've heard a lot of great things about it. We're going to be looking at Red Velvet. And this one's coming to us from Miracle of the Desert. All right, this is the second one of these strains from Miracle of the Desert that you've seen here on this channel. We do have one more to go through after this one. And maybe even potentially some other stuff coming from them in the future. So keep your eyes out. Red Velvet, very interesting strain. I've heard a lot of things about it. I myself have never had it. Go ahead and tell you it is a cross of lemon cherry gelato with piña acai. I'm not really sure what piña acai is. We're going to find that out here in a few. We all know what LCG is, so we should have an idea of what we're going to get from this. We're going to get really fruity, really lemony terpenes, and I mean, let's see what we got. We're going to open it up. Double-side perforated. I do prefer double-side perforations on Mylars. they do still make Mylars with single side perforation. Can you believe that, guys? Believe it or not, they're very uncommon. But when I first started doing this, they were way more common. And I'm not even up close to the bag, and I can smell it's pretty. It's got a nose to it. Oh yeah. Mmm. Very, very sweet. Very sweet on the nose. Hints of earth. Wow. Bit spicy. Like it is a bit spicy, and that's along with the with the description here that we'll go through in just a moment. But wow, that's a really nice smell. The LCG does come through. You can tell that it's got some LCG in it. Really nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Here are the nugs. Those are the buds, guys. This is 3.5 grams. This is part of their sampler. 3.5 gram uh packs. These nugs are very, very dense. Extremely dense. I mean, super dense. And they're still pretty sticky. I mean, very, very keefy. Very keefy. I can feel it all over my fingers. It feels like I've just handled sand. It's so keefy. My goodness, I can't wait to get this under the microscope, guys. So I'm not going to waste any more time here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a cut here. I'm going to get some good photographs of this, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to taste it and I'm going to try it and I'm going to tell you what I think, you know, taste wise, effects wise, and then we're going to dig in to this strain and we're going to see what Pina Acai is. I'm really interested in that side of this cut. So we'll be right back, and hopefully I'll have some really good shots for you. Hang tight. All right, guys, I'm back and I've got some fantastic shots of this red velvet from Miracle of the Desert. This is only the second strain that I've reviewed for Miracle of the Desert, guys, but right along on par with the Mai Tai, which was the first strain that I reviewed. This has some amazingly dense trichome coverage. So dense, in fact, that a lot of these trichomes become one, so to speak. These trichomes, they grow so thick and so dense that no matter how you try to avoid it, you're gonna wind up with these things kind of merging into one, and basically just becoming a mass of trichome heads in certain spots. That being the case, it's extremely sticky still, and it's got some amazing transitioning in there. You guys will see the transitioning. You'll know what you're looking for. And I don't know yet if this is going to actually be holding on to its keef or giving us any keef, but we will find out momentarily. Very sticky stuff, guys. This herb saver grinder is having a heck of a time with it because of this trichome coverage. Oh my goodness, it's so sticky. Oh man, grinding up, even stronger on the nose. Even stronger on the nose. Very, very sweet smelling. You know it's a gelato base in there. And there's a little bit of a little bit of keef in there, guys. I don't think there's really enough to worry about trying to get any shots of. Um, but with the coverage that we have here, which is quite a lot. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see the inside of that grinder there. It's a little bit there, but very, very sticky, very resinous keef. It's not dry in the least. It's very, very resinous keef. Um, so the cure on this for the grind seems to be very good. Get my grinder up real quick and we'll give it the old pinch test. The old pinch test shows it holding up really, really well under that pinch. Look at that. This would be really good flour to roll a hash hole or something with. Just sticky enough to keep together. If you were to press that with a hash hole mold, that would make a great base. Of course, you try not to get it all over your mat like I just did for myself. Maybe I'll get wider trays, I don't know. Alright, so we're going to be, as usual, trying this with two different bowls, using our one-hit wonder from Crossing, courtesy of the Dab Hut. Going to be packing the microdose bowl. We'll be using that with the injector side. And then we'll be packing the titanium hybrid matrix shovelhead injector bowl, which we use as a diffuser bowl. And we should be good to go. Now, real quick, I'm going to go ahead, before we get any further into this red velvet, I'm going to go ahead and pull up Pina Acai so we can look at that in just a moment. There we go, and it's right there. Alright, so our first taste, guys, I do expect a lot of gelato, a lot of fruit, just sweet. What I'm reading here real quick, I'm going to read out what Miracle of the Desert has to say real quick before I taste this. Red Velvet is a balanced hybrid created by crossing lemon cherry gelato with Pina Acai, a standout creation by Grandiflora Genetics in Oakland and featured by the Cookies brand. Known for its bold and complex aroma, Red Velvet combines the warm spiciness of cinnamon and red hot candy with hints of sweet fruit and earthy undertones. Its effects strike a harmonious balance, providing uplifting energy and soothing relaxation, making it a versatile choice for any time of the day. It is an indica-leaning hybrid, um, or yeah, indica-leaning hybrid. It's indoor exotic. This is part of their quadruple A, and the potency is at 28.87%. And we have listed here the aroma is sweet and earthy. Pretty much what we got. So that's what Miracle of the Desert has to say. Now let's take a taste of it and see what we say. See what I have to say. Yeah, it's there. It's there. Sweet, earthy on the aroma. And it does have some spice to it that one might call a light cinnamon. Very interesting, but I recognized it as soon as I tasted it. That's what it is. Very sweet. It's candy sweet. And it does have a hint of, I don't know, red hot or something going for it. It's it's like the red hot's candy without the actual um um I want to say cinnamon oil or whatever they use that actually gives it that kick. It's kind of like that flavor right there on the back, and it's got to be the acai. I mean, it's just got to be. It's a different kind of fruity, sweet terpene that I'm used to getting, and I'm recognizing it and registering it as slightly cinnamony um, type thing going on there. Now on All Bud, it's a 60-40 split. It's fairly common, and the THC content for this is up to 38% as listed on All Bud, guys. With an average CBD content of about 1%, which is that's really good. Now, it says here it is made by crossing lemon cherry gelato and pina acai. Named for its amazing flavor, red velvet is a perfect mouthwatering bud for an indica lover who loves a great taste with their medicine. Like its namesake tree, sweet. See, it lists chocolatey and creamy here. Now, while it may be creamy, I get no chocolate from this. Maybe a little bit of vanilla because it is kind of creamy smooth, but I'm getting no chocolate as listed here. which is weird because in the description on All Bud, it lists it has a sweet, chocolatey, and creamy flavor, but in the actual flavors bar on All Bud, it just lists creamy. There's no mention of chocolate, so I don't know where the heck they're getting chocolate from. That's not what I'm getting here. Um, it is citrus on the nose. It's a lemon cherry something or other on the nose. On the flavor, though, it's a sweet candy with a bit of a spice that reminds me kind of like a Red Hot without the kick. Um, I don't know. It's just got that certain sweetness, that certain something to it. That's kind of what I'm getting. All right, that bowl is done. Really good first taste. Now let's see what we get with a heavier hit. Hmm. Well, in just a minute, guys. I'm still getting a bit of that red candy, that red hots ish thing going for it. But on that bigger hit, for just a split second, for just a split second, I think I tasted some chocolate. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if that's what it was, if it's just my mind playing tricks on me, as Jerry Juice gets a kick out of that every time I mention that. It's kind of an inside joke between the two of us. But I don't know if it's because I just read chocolate that I tasted it, but on the very first hit, on the front side, I swear there was something there. Um, Very quickly, it was gone, and it was just earth tones, and followed up with that sweet, and then that spice, that kick of spice that left me on the end of on the back side of the palate with that candy. That red hots without the kick kind of thing. Did I actually just taste chocolate? It's very strange, guys. If you know me in my personal life, I don't mess with red velvet cake at all. Um, just I do not do it. Certain ingredients in the regular recipe for the red velvet cake just do not sit with me whatsoever, and I won't go into it. But let's just say my tummy can't take it. This though, wow, this is. I think my stomach can handle a little bit more of this. I don't think it'll hurt my stomach at all to have a little bit more of this. Yep, there's something there, guys. Chocolatey, like a devil's food cake, kind of chocolatey. All right, not like a German's chocolate cake or anything like that. Not like a tiramisu, super rich. Like a dry chocolate, like a devil's food. Um, if you know what I mean by that, like a chocolate sponge cake type of a thing. Really, really nice. Very nice. And I'm always forgetting. I got to check out this Pina Acai. Pina Acai is listed as a 50-50 hybrid, and it's created through an unknown combination of other balanced hybrids. Apparently, it's one of those that is gate kept. Its parentage is a closely kept secret, closely guarded secret. So people do know what it is, but nobody's talking. And honestly, I think that's the way to go. There's certain genetics out there, guys, which are so special that they really shouldn't be common knowledge. Once everybody knows what really special cut is, really special genetics, and everybody starts crossing, starts breeding with it, starts doing this, doing that, and then before you know it, it's everywhere. And when it's everywhere, it's not that special anymore. So yeah, I mean, a little bit of gatekeeping in the industry, I think, is good to a degree. Uh, Pina Ecai might be uh, one of those strains that's worth gatekeeping because it might just have that little something, a little je ne sais quoi, that could be really useful in other genetics. So, yeah, really nice. Who created that? That was Grandiflora in Oakland. Very, very nice. Very nice. Um, so yeah, effects are pretty standard for a 50/50. Flavors: berry, blueberry, fruity, pine, sweet, tropical. Aromas: blueberry, earthy, pine, sweet, tropical, woody. We're getting a lot of that. I would say through here the sweetness and some of maybe the berry and the fruit. Um, it's less tropical, like I say, and it does almost taste red in the manner of Red Hots. The flavor of the candy of Red Hots without so much cinnamon on it. There's enough spice to it to give it some kick, to give it some spice, but that's just enough in my opinion. Um, and surprisingly, very surprisingly to me, um, somehow it's chocolatey on the front end when you're taking a nice hit like this. Smaller microdose hit, really good, but totally different experience. And that's why I like doing this with the two different size bowls and the different size hits because it really does give me a way to taste the flower from like two different angles almost. It's like I'm tasting it twice for you for two first impressions instead of one. Yeah, really, really good, guys. Hmm. It's fairly potent, I should say, too. I just realized what time it is and how long this video's been running. I'm running on about 16 minutes, 20 seconds right now. It's pretty long run. I've been yakking for a good portion of it. It's pretty potent flower. It is indica leaning, so I'm not really feeling too up. It is starting to relax me a little bit. I've got a little bit of more of a chill mind right now, I think, and I'm really just starting to calm down. A little bit tingly. Um, Getting a little bit hungry. Starting to wonder if I should go get another bowl of cereal, and I might do that. But anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this little review of Red Velvet from Miracle of the Desert. Very, very, very nice flower. Extraordinarily dense nugs. Beautiful structure. Very, very well trimmed and ton of trichome density, guys. I mean, it's a really crazy amount of trichomes packed in to these buds. I'm really, really pleased with this, and I can't wait to get into the next one. The next one will be well, I may as well go ahead and tell you guys. This is part of the uh, three-part, three-piece sampler. There's 3/8 for 55 clams. And it's this is part of that. And the first part was Mai Tai. This one's Red Velvet, and the next part, the last part of the sampler pack, is going to be Mind's Eye. So keep your eye out for that one. Make sure you have that bell icon, clicked, so you'll be informed of any new video coming out. Um, I'm well on my way to 1,000 subscribers, guys. As of today, it is very, very early in the morning of February 7th. I will be on the 10th having an all-day live stream, 12 p.m. Central Time to 12 a.m. Central Time on the 11th. And if you guys are available, please drop in. Come in, sesh with me. I might be doing some live reviews. I might be, doing some all sorts of weird stuff. I'm probably going to be just sitting and chilling. Might be listening to some music. Might be I'll be answering plenty of questions. Might have some people dropping by, guests and stuff, friends of the channel. And yeah, drop in if you'd like. That'll be all day on the day of the 10th. So that's where I'll be. If you guys are interested, um, follow the links in my bio, and you can find the here my bio here. Follow the campsite.bio link, and you can find the link to the Green World Discord server where I'm usually found. This is very, very potent. It's starting to creep on me now. It's hitting me now. You can find me at the Green World Discord server most days. There's some fantastic people there, guys. They know a whole lot about genetics, and we'd be really, really thrilled to have you there. So until I see you next time, I want you to take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones, and take care of each other. And don't let anybody hold you back, especially not yourself, guys. It's something I have to remind myself regularly that, we're our biggest, worst enemy type thing. You know what I mean? We're the ones that are always most critical of ourselves, even when people aren't necessarily being critical of us themselves. We might be paranoid about things and, getting in our own way, getting too much in our own head about things, psyching ourselves out. Trust me, I've been there. It's difficult, but it doesn't have to be that way. So just remember, sometimes we're getting in our own way sometimes. And in those times, reach out to those people that are really there and really support you, and just lay it out for them. Be honest with them. Say, hey, I've I've got too much going on. I need some help getting my head back on right. Can you help me? And a lot of times people might misunderstand you. They might tell you, well, you're not seeing things right, or you're not, no, you got it all wrong, or whatever. And that's going to hurt you because you're going to feel like your feelings are being invalidated. But take my word for it, guys. Just because you feel that way does not mean that the other side is trying to make it that way. All right? I have very recently lost track of that myself, and I may have potentially done some major damage to a very good potential friendship because I couldn't separate that because I felt a certain way. I couldn't rationalize that that's not how it was meant. And because of that, I was kind of a jerk. I'm working on fixing that. But don't get in your own way in the way that I've gotten in my own way recently. Okay, guys? That's all I'm telling you. Stay out of your way so that you can keep walking without tripping yourself up. You know? Think about that. And for those people, if you have harmed other people or been unfair, I should say, toward other people in the course of getting in your own way, like I've done, then reach out to them and try to apologize and just do your best to try to stay out of your way, right? Until I see you next time, guys, I want you to take it easy. I want you to just continue keep it on every day. Find something to amuse yourself with and just find something to feel confident in every day. Something that you feel like you're accomplishing, even if it is just finding something to amuse yourself with. And until I see you next time, I want you to continue to stay lifted and I want you to continue to stay blessed. And I will talk to you very, very soon. Peace.